is the testing, testing. It's been a minute since I've been live. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to get up out your way. So I'm gonna be here maybe 30 minutes to an hour just to kick it and chat with you guys. Let me switch it to live chat so that way I can see you guys. As you guys start to come in, go ahead and hit that like button. Let's see how many people we get into this live. Got two of the hottest metals right here. LOLO and Roaring Kitty. I seen somebody talked about they kept seeing signals. Let's pull up the crypto market air as well. Maybe I need to refresh it because I'm not seeing anything. Oh man, what happened to the market? It was having a nice little pump. Gave back some of them gains in the last hour on Bitcoin. I'm refreshing my screen, trying to see if I can see you guys' messages. So the connection is good. Okay, now I can see. Remember, as you guys come in, hit that like button. YOLO for LOLO. Where is everybody at on this Saturday? What's the move? What's the plan? What you guys are doing? Or what have y'all done today on this Saturday? We're seeing some people exiting LOLO, which is common. After you get like a big run up like this, I don't know whose wallet this is. This was just the last sell. Um, but they did majority of their sales. Let me look go back. They got in at 405. They did majority of their sales. They sold 7 million. Oh my god, they took a massive loss, whoever this was. They bought all this. This was roughly what? I mean, I guess they made it back. See, this is what happened when you day trade stuff. Like you're never gonna be able to time this big move. You just gotta have conviction that this move is gonna happen. This is a prime example because this person was getting in extra early. Point four zeros five, four zeros five, four zeros five, four zeros three, four zeros four. An ad man. Um, Someone said bought Roy and Kitty 91,000 tokens, $184, made Arrow sent token to Burn Wallet. After trying to send to my wallet, admin requests that I click a link to fix the error. I did not feel comfortable. Um, yeah, there is, yeah, there is no admin. Like once you send your token to the Burn Wallet, that's it. If someone's trying to get you to click something, that's a scam because Roaring Kitty does not have any admin. So watch out for scammers. So I'm glad you didn't click on the link because yeah, because there is no admin or anything like that. There's just the community. Where were they trying to get you? Was this in the Telegram? Like where was this at? But but man, look at this though. Look at these buys. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, be careful. Anytime someone's trying to tell you to fix a link, like click on a link, red flag. Red flag. Telegram, yeah. Definitely block that person. If it's in our Telegram, put the username of the person in the Telegram, and that way I could just get them blocked immediately because that is 100% scam. But yeah, just going back to what I was saying here is this person got in super early, so they looks like they got in like around the first day. So they were just constantly buying it, and they had a nice bag size, and they sold it. You know, they sold it right at the bottom. Point four zeros 1007, and they try to rebuy it again once it started rebounding at point four zeros 2255. Sold for another loss, and they bought it again at point four zeros 7598. And guess what? Sold for another loss. Then a day ago, they finally got right back into it. But look, they're at point three zeros 32. So they miss this. This was the accumulation zone. This was the accumulation zone. They were you supposed to be holding. Instead, they're selling at the bottom, and now they're trying to, and then they try to get back in once they start seeing the momentum start moving. They got at point three zeros 32, and they sold at point three zeros 48. Like overall, that's like you're trading. You know what I mean? I mean, I get it, it's pump fun. At the end of the day, I get the reputation behind pump fun. These tokens die quickly. And one thing that I even said to myself is I should have probably went heavier from the get go, because I seen this like extremely early, extremely early. Granted, we got some people within the Telegram who, send me tokens here and there. Um, so full disclosure, I was not the first person to notice this token. Someone else told me about it. Then I looked into it and I was like, okay, yeah, this looks pretty good. Um, and at first, I was actually convinced it was the other one. Let me pull up Pump Fun. What's going on, Red? What you think is potential for Lolo with a good community effort? I think it could be done. It's especially because I do see a lot of the people within the Roaring Kitty community. They're in it as well too. So with just that, I think it could definitely go to multiple millions. Um, and if we just factor in Solana having just the volume that it's a pump fund, um, then the skies could, this could be one of those things. It could take off real fast, real quick, and when it take off real fast, real quick, you're looking like, what the heck just happened? So, when I was first alerted by, by this, I was like, okay, let me take a look into it. Because then I did see the post. I was like, okay, well, this may have something there. So there was at the time, I think it was like three tokens. It was, I want to say it was this one. I was more leaning towards this one, and the reason being is the ending of the contract. It had the KG for Keith Gill. Um, but it's like one of those things is like you really don't know which tokens it's gonna go. So when they're at a low market cap, you just throw dart at a couple and just see who wins it out at the end of the day. And had I just, just stick to one, which was this one I was gonna stick to, I would have missed out on this one. So I'm glad. And that's how and that's really how you gotta play it, especially if it's like multiple tokens within the same like narrative and it's pump fun. Um but yeah, that one, that thing is dead now. I think what is it, 5K market cap? And at the time it was at I think when I first seen it, it was at like maybe a 15K market cap, and Lolo was somewhere around like a 3K market cap or something like that, or 4K market cap. I don't know, but that's why I said like I should have went heavy. Had I went heavy, I probably would have been like the number one whale. Um, but it is what it is, because again, you really don't know with these things. All right, this thing's taking forever just to load. Uh, uh, uh. Oh, another thing too that I'm noticing in the market as far as for trend, um, and this is another thing too that with Lolo, I'm noticing that a lot of these animal tokens, like how you see Punch the monkey, I seen one with the goldfish, um, seen that one that did pretty good. I seen like Punch's mother, which was another monkey. That did pretty good as well too. So a lot of these pump fund token, like even though that the market is like dipping and it's been going down, a lot of these pump fund token has been defying or going against the grain of Bitcoin, which you typically don't see that often. And what we saw with Lolo as well too, Lolo had a crazy move, guys. Again, a 10x from the time that I actually alerted it. Um, and all these days right here, the market was just going down. We had our first red day, but look at it. Look at the red day. Like it's, we have the red day, and just look how strong of a dip. Like this is what I like to see, especially in a meme coin. Like when it dips, is the red day, is the wick of the red day, is it gonna get bought up? Is it gonna get eaten up? And that's exactly what we saw. We saw this thing get eaten up, and because we saw it get eaten up, right? Next day we're currently having a green day. So once this candle engulfs this candle right here, um, with just the breakout pattern, this thing is heading towards $1 million market cap. So, and once it get to $1 million market cap, that is where really we're gonna start to see what Lolo is all about. Because if it follows after what these pump fund tokens has been doing, especially some of these doing multiple $1 million volume in a day, then this thing could get to like 50, even $100 million market cap, real fast, real quick. And if that happened, it's like, yo, what the heck did we just stumble upon? You know what I mean? And I think even with Roaring Kitty, we're putting ourselves in a great position because a lot of the volume. Let's take a look at the volume with that's coming from Solana. Those volume are piggybacking off of Lolo. Lolo. It's like legit piggybacking off of Lolo. Um, Let me see here. Like 2K. This is almost 2K. Now these are just the sole pairs. This is not even counting um the Lolo pairs. Let me go back to that. Let's see. So that way you guys could be able to see this. All right, so this is it right here. Another 2K. And this pool right here, 380. So as you guys could see, like, this thing is generating volume. So anytime that you're in the Telegram, especially Roaring Kitty Telegram, and you start to see um like the Solana joint just keep going off, that's volume. This is just being generated directly from this. So there's definitely, guys, huge upside opportunity. Not to mention, if you guys didn't see my video today about Red providing liquidity for Lolo and Roar on Solana, like anytime these volumes start to kick in, that is just pretty much generating burns to burn more Roar and to also burn more Lolo. And that just strictly off of volume. So this is why I really want to see this thing not only do well, but I also want to see the volume of Lolo pick up drastically. If it start doing multiple millions in a day, then this is where things is really going to get interesting. Again, the example that I gave in the video is I've been seeing I've been seeing people or other tokens do like $10 million in volume in one day. And these are lower market cap plays. These are not like in the billions of market cap. Like some are in like 5, 6, 7, 10 million. So it seems like when a token really start going, and I could be wrong, but on Pump Fund, it seemed like the whole community of Pump Fund believers just start piling in money onto that one specific coin. Um, And we even seen Barking Puppy. It did I want to say it did like 5 million in one day in volume. So seeing like $5 million in volume in one day coming into the token, guys, that is gonna generate so much fees. Based on my calculation, even if this is how I calculated too. So let's just say, somehow one of the pools that is with Roar and Lola did 5 million. So the fee structure is 1%, right? So you do 1%. So you're looking at $50,000 that's gonna be split between, and this is just one day. That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if it does multiple days, but you're splitting $50,000 worth of burns on a low market cap token, you know, and it if it does that, I said 30 days, but let's just be let's underachieve. Let's just say it does it 4 times within the month. You know, you're looking at $200,000 that is going to be split 50-50 with the two communities, Lolo and Roaring Kitty. At current price, at current price as far as with the burn amount. Well, I guess since we would need to swap it since the token itself is just going to come out directly. But that's going to be a lot of circulation, man. That's going to be a lot of circulation. So, um, let's see. And the crazy thing about it too is going to be at current price. So the price of Roar right now is low. It's at 0.202086. All right. So my guesstimate as far as like how much, and let's do this. That's the possibility of how much token. That's crazy. That is, to me, that's insane. But it definitely is going to start with seeing this have more volume. Burn did occur today. I think it was like yeah, I want to say on Roar we're approaching like 2 million. Let me pull that up on Etherscan. I want to say we're like at 1.9. And also too, look at the wormhole. It's approaching 10 million token that's on Solana. Now, again, I'm monitoring that. Like I mentioned before, we definitely don't want to have a what you call them repeat. So it's always best to keep your tokens on the main chain and not keep it on Solana. Just let it be liquidity. And for the people who are just like absolute Solana degens who wouldn't cross over to the other side into Ethereum, just let them, the ones that's buying it over there, keep their token on Solana. Other than that, you originally got your token on Ethereum, keep them on Ethereum. Do not try to bridge over because we don't want to overexpose ourselves. But that's the bridge wallet. Currently number 24. And I want to say, let's see here, 112. This is the currently at 1.9 million. So the last burn, because of because of the fees, it generated, I want to say, like 70 something dollars, $80 worth of burns, and that is just from like from a few days. There it is right here, 4 hours ago. This was the amount that was burned. Like things could really happen. And I get it. People are looking at Roaring Kitty Price. They're like, oh my God, Roar's not really doing nothing. Roar's not really doing nothing. No, Roar is doing something in the background. And it's slowly picking up, you know. Like these buys that were coming in, these were arbitrage because the price on Solana was a lot higher than where it was on Ethereum. So guess what people had to do? They had to buy it on Ethereum to transfer it over to Solana. And once they transfer it to Solana, they'll sell, make the profit there, and pretty much evening it out the price. Like this thing is about to approach all-time highs again. I'm just fascinated, just like how this whole structure is with Lolo. Like like I said before, like I never seen anything like this before, as far as like how it's currently just being structured. And with the low, this is considered low volume, guys. 58K. Like we have not seen anything yet. Like, let me just show you guys. And these are, and I'm just gonna show you guys by random. I have no idea what these tokens are, but they looks like they're pump fund. Look at this, 6.6 million, guys. This is peace, I guess, based upon what's happening today. And look where they're at in their market cap, 852K. And I I've been studying, and I don't want to say anything as far as like what I've been seeing, because I don't want anyone else to copy this model that Lolo's doing. Um, but yeah, it is. That's why I said like I'd never seen anything like this before, and the way that it's set up, it is absolutely set up to have a massive send. Because look, they did 6.6 million in volume, and their market cap. I mean, granted, with the 6.6, this got them to like a $2.6 million market cap. But their current market cap right now is 849K. Ours is close to 500K. And they have and their volume is 100x the amount of our volume. Just let that sink in, guys. Let that sink in. Here's another one. This one 1.4 million. Market cap 139K. I'm telling you guys, let that sink in. And their all-time highs, look, is 0.30s for ours is higher. And they did way more in volume. Like the way that Lolo is set up and is structured, guys, it is crazy. This one did 2.2 million in volume. Look at the market cap, 179K. I'm just going down the line. Like, let us have a $1 million day. Okay, 1.7 million, and their market cap is at 1.8. So that's not actually bad at all. Oh, so this is actually just them having that rebound. So before they got to like a $10 million market cap before coming down. Now, the other aspect that you also have to look at too is Kevin Gill. He has the influence. And also some people from Barking Puppy, they have been eyeballing Lolo. Cause if you type in Lolo Barking Puppy together, like as far as search, you'll see some of them talking about it. So that could be one thing. Like having that cross pollination. Let's pull up Barking Puppy, matter of fact. Let's pull it up, mate. Barking Puppy. Barking Puppy's currently at a $5.8 million market cap. I'm ready to chill and raid the rest of the night after this. Let's go roar in Lolo. Yes, sir. This is insane. Look, 244K in volume. Like I would take 244K in volume on Lolo. Because again, I'm looking at how much fees that's gonna generate. That generate that much fees, then I'm looking at it is generating that much more burns. And the great part about it is for both tokens. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. And plus, Lolo has a pair with Barking Puppy. So some of this volume is getting kicked into Lolo as well. And also with Barking Puppy, if Barking Puppy start pumping, we start pumping as well too. So I want to see Barking Puppy reach billions. It's having this nice little flag, and it's consolidating. If it breaks out from the upside, I think it'll go to 100 million. And this is where people start talking, start thinking, oh my God, where can I find the next Barking Puppy? And the fact that the narrative but behind Lolo and it's being implanted, like the seed is being planted so early in people's mind is like, who is, Barking Puppy's brother? Oh, it's Lolo. Oh, Lolo had a big pump already, right? That's what people are thinking. Oh, Lolo had a big pump already, right? Oh, because it had a pump, maybe it's gonna pump with Barking Puppy. And this is how investors really start to think like, let me just throw something at it. Now you get 100 people, 200 people trying to throw something at a dart, and it actually starts moving. Then for the other people who probably had the thought in their head and they, for some reason they didn't want to pull the trigger, they decide now they're seeing the pump. They're like, let me hurry up and get in. Then FOMO really start to kick in. And once things like that really start to circulate, what you will see It's just influx of volume starting to come in, and where we're gonna be able to share in on some of these volumes. So people are gonna be rooting for Barking Puppy to go parabolic, and people are gonna be rooting for Lolo to go parabolic. Because as it goes parabolic, volume. I want to see this volume, 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 volume. And plus, too, the more volume that is doing, it's pretty much deflating the token, guys. It is absolutely deflating it, right? Making it deflationary. It just constantly just going down, going down, going down, going down, to the point where now you're getting increase of volume with less supply. This is how you truly see huge parabolic moves, guys. Like you see huge run ups. And then people are start looking like, oh my God, Shiba Inu, because that Shiba Inu madness that happened, it took a group of people. And now what you see in crypto is people are so stagnated between this community, that community, this community, that community. And it's like, um, you know, people are almost like tribal. Like, oh, I can't really mess with this person in this community because I'm in this. Like, no. I think HTX soon for Roar. HTX listing, just the shock value of that will, I think, will create a massive pump. Them buying into it as well too, create another massive pump. Somebody say, yeah, I hope hopefully the market bounce with no more war. I second that, man, because yeah, waking up this morning and being in war was not on my bingo card. That was not on the bingo card. I'm just checking on X right now just to see. I probably need what I need to start doing, especially for these lives. If I do start getting free time just to be able to go live, um, is to schedule it out because again, my lives it just be random, just sporadic. I just wake up or think of something. It's like boom, let's go live. Okay, I see barking puppy. Do we have any barking puppy people in the live right now? See barking puppy trying to go up. Notice this jump, right? See, this is exactly what I mean. Just like by us having a liquidity pool with barking puppy, barking puppy just started going up a little bit, right? And immediately, boom. That's what I mean. Like if when I mean like the way that this is structured, guys, it is structured. The structure is crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Like it's extremely bullish, man. And I'm like, and I was actually excited about this dip, but I missed it. I thought we were gonna probably make another red day today, but you guys are some vultures, man. Absolute vultures, yeah. Like it's crazy. Like this dip right here, it didn't last. Like you legit had to been up. You need to been up, in order for you to be able to capture this. and it was just gone. So you got 1 day of red day consolidation, or not really consolidation, just the dip just got eaten up. Some of the people who got in early here, they sold. I guess they wasn't around when Roaring Kitty was having this this run up. Let's take a look at this because I don't think people realize just the mistakes. Like if you wasn't in it, you probably okay, don't you don't remember the emotion. Cause look, Roaring Kitty had this massive run up, right? Right, it's right here. I remember this day, and the crazy thing about that too, because I remember because I got in on this day, right? And I remember the feeling when it was just going parabolic. The next thing you know, it just had this drop, right? It was like, oh my God, this play is over with. I knew this was gonna happen on this. Matter of fact, I think it looks better on pump. So let's take a look here. All right. So no, there's a way that you could take some of this. Oh, trade display. Uh, take the dev trades off. Okay, there we go. Like on this date, and I was like, yo, this thing is doing the same pattern. It is doing the same pattern. I think it was right here. Or was it right here? I don't know. I don't remember. Was it here? Might have been right here. Like after it happened, or was it right here? I don't remember. I don't remember where it was at on chart. Maybe it was right here. Like when it pumped, then it started going down, and I just started seeing because someone was someone in the chat and within my comment section, they're talking about like random march, you're always wrong. Like what? Like someone's always mad about something. But more likely they probably sold and missed this run up and this thing's ready to have another breakout too. So it's gonna have another breakout. So I probably I probably expect $1 million market cap maybe sometime next week or sooner. Because then again, volume could just come in at out of nowhere and just blast through here. And as soon as it blasts through here, it would trigger a breakout. Um, then what you'll start to see is like this is popping up on other people's radars, and as it pops up on other people's radar as the day go by, we'll probably see 600 million market cap, 700, 800. I keep saying 700 million, and this is the second time I did that because in the Telegram I tried to say, "Oh, we're at 500K market cap," but I say 500 million. Um, and this is the second time that I said that, trying to say, 600K market cap. So boom. So Red said he said his first $300 on Roar, it went to $59. Then it went all the way up to $100,000. Like that is insane, insane, guys, insane. Load up while you can. Let's go. Got J Flip. To me, this is amazing, man. Oh snap! Look at Bitcoin. The market is starting to pump. Let's go. Okay, so it's Matt says speaking 700 million market cap into existence in Jesus' name. Hey, I received that, brother. I received that. Guys, with $700 million market cap, that is 70 cents, right? So if you have at least 2 million, you're a millionaire, man. A crypto millionaire at 700 million market cap. Now double it up. You have Roar and you also have Lolo. Oh my goodness. There's some stuff in crypto, you have the opportunity, or there's the opportunity, and there's other stuff that you create the opportunity. And I feel like that is what these projects are. It allows you to be able to create the opportunity yourself. And it's kind of great too that Lolo did come around, because again, this was not in my bingo cards. And I just go back to it. It's the volume aspect of what it could, what is already bringing to Roar. Like that's what I'm saying. It's amazing just to be able to see that. Like it's affecting us on a fundamental level. Typically, what you see before big run ups, when you look at just like stock market, there's something fundamentally that happens with the company in itself. Then as their fundamentals that start to strengthen, the next thing you know, you start to see like a huge parabolic move. GameStop is currently seeing that. They're getting their fundamentals, like as far as how much capital that they have, how much debt that they're in, you know, the stores that they're closing down that's not profitable and moving on to selling things that profitable. All of those are fundamental stuff. It doesn't show up on the chart immediately. But once you hear about the fundamentals that these companies are doing, what savvy investors tend to do, they tend to buy it up, load their bag, because after the fundamentals, it's going to reflect on the chart. So some of the fundamental stuff that we're seeing right now for Roaring Kitty is the listings. Like we're seeing, we gotta like I don't think you guys understand like how amazing that is that we were able to get a free listing from Grove X. Remember I told you guys about the CEO. He laughed. He pretty much laughed when I had the meeting with him. He pretty much laughed and told me that nobody is going to list your token. You're gonna have to pay, and for them to list it out of the one that said it's not gonna happen, for them to actually, this is the CEO, not an employee. This is the CEO. He said this to me. And that's why, like, when I was seeing us like shilling and rating Grovex, I was like, yeah, I can't stand them. But now I love them. You know, they list roar. Um, but for us to see that happen, and now we get like when you look at this, because prior to this, you like most meme coins, you would just see like maybe one to two market maker or exchanges or whatever. Like when you look at ours, this is a legit project. Like, this is a legit project. Seeing multiple of these, like this is part of the fundamentals that's currently happening right now with Roaring Kitty. So because of that, we could expect we could expect another run up. Now, what's another fundamental thing that's happening in the background with Roaring Kitty? Burns, getting the supply lower. As I showed you guys here, we're approaching 2 million. Now, we tried to get the NFT sales. I mean, hopefully as more people come, they come in and just buy up the NFTs. And if you add that to the equation as well, too, things will just get even crazier. Um, but now we have a way of automatically getting burns. This is like we have a auto burn generator now. That's that's crazy just to think. Like Roaring Kitty has an auto burn generator, and that's because of the LOLO player. You have a guess what they are going to acquire? Games GME. Um, I have no clue. Like to be honest with you, I have no clue of what they could possibly because with the what he stated was that it's the acquisition is going to also help their company evaluation to be higher. So it has to be a profitable business that's already running good, especially if it's going to increase their evaluation of how people look at GameStop or how the numbers look at GameStop. So that's why when people are saying like PayPal, like it makes sense because not only that, if you look at their trading card, how they do the trading card, acquiring eBay, it makes sense, especially since that's a profitable business for them. Or what's the what's that? Oh my god, I don't know what the company's called, but but they pretty much grade trading cards. I seen Gary V like take some of his cards there too, just to get graded. So if they, let's say they acquire them or something like that, right? Where I believe that's a profitable business. But there's so many things that they could do. I know after Lolo run, I am minting a bunch of NFTs, and I won't be the only Roar community member doing that with Lolo profits. Nice, 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 nice. Let's see where we at on the NFT tip. Let's see where we're at. So you can see some fake ones on here. Uh, uh, uh. So we're at 152. 152 mints. So we so with 152, we are 848 mints away. I'm trying to purchase through Trust Wallet, postal address, still can't find it. Any suggestion? What are you trying to purchase? Is it the NFTs, Roaring Kitty, or Lolo? You sound like this guy on this Christian encourager channel. My voice, I remember one time somebody thought I was what's the guy's name? Something DeMarco. December DeMarco, yeah. Uh they were like, December, is that you? Like you I didn't know you had a second channel. I'm like, who? Like who is that? Uh what's the person's name? Because I like to check just to see like how they sound. Oh, okay, so you're trying to Lolo. So with Lolo, it's on Solana. With Solana, you have to. I use a Phantom wallet for Solana. Um, so that would probably be my best recommendation: getting a Phantom wallet, from your either your Play Store or your Apple Store. I don't know. I don't have an Apple, so I don't know what that. What is it? Apple Store? Yeah, yeah. But get a Phantom wallet, and from there, you could search Lolo. I think we should probably be on Kevin Gill watch tonight. Oh, Jupiter Wallet. Oh, I never use it, but if when is auction for NFTs? When are we doing it with the money? The auction itself is after the NFTs are fully minted out. Once the NFTs are fully minted out, and at that point in time, wait, you said the auction? Um, are you talking about if you're talking about this, when you could actually just put them up for sale? That's whenever the mint is finished. As far as what we're doing with the money, buybacks and burns. So like all the funds for the mints, for the for the sales of the NFTs afterwards, buybacks and burns. That way, we're always strengthening the floor price of Roaring Kitty. Roaring Kitty just had a nice little pop. I think, yeah, okay, so it's popping because the market is pumping. Yeah, someone had asked, they were like, "What is happening in Roaring Kitty?" I'm like, bro, you haven't been watching the market, like, you know what I mean? Ethereum was where like close to 4K, like 3,000 something, and it dropped all the way down to like 1,800. And you're asking what happened to Roaring Kitty? Like to me, those questions is like what, like how long have you been in crypto? And I'm not saying it just to be funny, but it just like it really puzzles me. Like the whole market is going down to the crappers, right? Ethereum, Roar is paired with Ethereum. Ethereum is taking a beating. I'm talking about like getting jumped, like it's getting jumped into a gang or something like that. That's how bad of a beating it's getting. So it's gonna naturally drag the price of Roaring Kitty. Like Roaring Kitty could have, could have had zero volume, even got a couple of buys with no sales, and the price of it would have still went down because it's an Ethereum based token. The liquidity pools in Ethereum, so Ethereum's going down. It's gonna bring it down too. So, but look, Ethereum starting to have a nice little pop. It's bringing Roaring Kitty back up. Okay, yes. Oh, the raffle. So the raffle itself, um, I don't think we discussed what we're gonna do with what the proceeds is gonna be used for. Um, that is a good question. Uh, 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 uh. So I guess I may just get with RJ because RJ's the one running point on it. Yeah, so he's running point on it. So I guess I'll find out like or the community could vote what it's gonna be used for. My bad, guys. I'm texting right now. Anybody want to run the bot? Now that's the other aspect too. Like the bot, it would be, I think it'll be great, especially just to be able to have not necessarily for volume because I did see a couple of places, you trying to do that it becomes into the illegal area. So for me, anytime that it gets close to that gray line, gray area, I try to stay away. And plus, I wouldn't even know what I would be doing as far as with the bot. Um, and the other aspect as well too, um, is have anybody verified that this is this is Jared from Subway. That's the other thing. Like I don't think we all, because I got caught up in the excitement as well too. I was like, "Yo, this is dope." I mean, he did drop some gem, and I'm not saying he isn't. I'm not saying he is as well too. But when it comes to crypto, Telegram, and stuff like that, you have to verify because then we raise 2 ETH, and we're going based upon no. I didn't remember. I wasn't the one who set up the what you call them. The only thing I did was just set up the meeting because uh, so yeah, so I everybody was like, this is Jared from Subway, and I see the handle says this Jared from Subway, but other than that, it's like I don't know. But the bot idea, it is, we definitely do need that. I think we do. Um, Again, not for volume or manipulation, so I'm gonna make that part be clear. Um, but to be able to do some, at least some type of arbitrage, especially for these pools. These pools be different across. But to my knowledge, I don't think he has an X account. I mean, maybe he does now, um, or I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know because I had read somewhere because I was searching it on X, and what popped up was different messages from different people were saying like he doesn't have an X account. Yeah, no, 100%. The bot is definitely needed um to be able to generate some profits there. Kevin Gill just post. Did he really? Let me take a look. Hold on. It said Kevin Gill just post. What did he post on? Was it on X or was it on Instagram? Wake up. Okay, so he did the post. Donnie Darko. I never seen that movie. Have any you guys seen that movie? Donnie Darko. So he did post like 41 minutes ago. Yeah, I see that. Um, and I guess that would be one way. For his wallet. So that's a good thinking. For his wallet to not even send like just send a penny worth to our marketing wallet. You know what I mean? I guess that would be like the easiest way to verify. But also, still too, like once you give two ETH to someone that because this is not from him. This is a friend or someone that he knows that's creating it. And again, when it comes to codes, that's something I'm extremely hesitant about, and that's why I want somebody else who has the knowledge, who have the ability just to be able to know this stuff, to be able to check it out. Well, guys, we have hit the hour mark. I don't know when I'm gonna do another live, but it seemed like the hour went by extremely fast too. But looking at this, man, this thing is ready to go. It's ready to pop. But that is all that I have for you guys tonight. Random Arts guys signing off. Peace.